It's called Moonlit Floor.
Okay, so there have been whispers that Lisa is avoiding the other members of BLACKPINK. I'm a blank and a psychic tarot reader, so I had to look into the tea, and let's just say as a fan, I was gagged. Of course, everything I say in this video is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, and with peace and love, let's go! King of Cups, King of Emotions, in the reverse position, that can be emotional instability, especially in the masculine. Page of Wands in the reverse position, it can be like a lack of building, a lack of energy, young energy. The Hermit is like ooh. I mean, I want more information, but like kind of off the bat a little bit, yeah. She's a little bit she's avoiding something. And I did ask the cards if it was BLACKPINK, but the Two of, I've been getting this card a lot, but the Two of Pentacles is like balancing. To me that indicates balancing like her as a soloist versus her with BLACKPINK. This is going into the past, childhood, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups. The King of Swords is like masculine energy. It's like having to do with communication or what you speak or what you think. In the reverse position. Off the bat, yeah, the Hermit is like going within or like being isolated, especially because like there's literally like nothing around the Hermit and it's like gray, so it'd be like going within and doing some introspection, some soul searching. I think Lisa really wants to know who she is outside of BLACKPINK, and that's both professionally but also like as a person, because you know, like I think for most of her professional career, like her name was like followed by or preceded by BLACKPINK, like Lisa is BLACKPINK. She's trying to establish herself as a person. Also, a lot of her life has been about BLACKPINK, like personally and professionally, so she wants to know who she is. The page, but it's in the reverse position, which is like, I don't know, but this is like past. This is like the 4, 5, 6 of Cups in the reverse position. It can talk about childhood. It can also talk about the past. The past can be BLACKPINK, but even before then, I think she is doing a lot of like thinking. I don't think her avoidance of BLACKPINK is necessarily because she doesn't like them, but more because she like needs space from that whole like IP and like what all of the, I guess, like the baggage that comes along with BLACKPINK. The Fool, yeah, this is like embarking on a new journey. Like, and especially like because the Fool is like 0, it's like the beginning of the suit, so you don't have a lot of knowledge yet. I think she's really trying to explore, and that she doesn't want to have like the label or the all of the stuff that comes with being a member of BLACKPINK along with it, which I think is why some people are saying that she's been distancing herself from the girls. I don't think it's because she doesn't like them. I think it's more because she wants to figure out who she is. Ace of Pentacles is like the beginning of something new, especially something physical. She's really trying to build her own, what's the word, her own person or like artistry, and this is like looking back at the your life satisfied. I think she's more like excited than anything, but there is like a small sense of fear of like, well, I'm like leaving behind what I've always known. Yeah, I don't think there's not a lot that indicates this is because they're like fighting. I will say I don't think BLACKPINK is as close as you would think. If anything, I think they are bonded because of the things that they've gone through, like in the idol industry and just being like celebrities. I don't know if they met like at school, they would be good friends. I mean, sometimes when I'm like reading, I'm just like kind of like almost like, I guess it's channeling, so talking. So I don't like hear what I say until I've said it, and I'm gagged as a fan. But like low-key, I think that's true. I think if they like met each other outside of like being co-workers, they'd be like friendly, but they wouldn't be like friends. They wouldn't gravitate towards each other. But because of like how they grew up and like how much they've worked together, like they do like each other. But they're not like besties. That hurts me so. Me, my blink is showing, but that makes me like they don't dislike each other, but it's sort of like, if I didn't grow up with you, I don't know if I would mess with you. The Tower in the reverse position is delaying or dodging of a bullet. The Knight of Wands is like rushing 2 Knights cards. Yeah, she is like adamant and like almost like really desperate to create a name for herself. I think Lisa, out of all of the members, really wants to be a superstar. Wants to be like a Taylor Swift or an Ariana Grande or a Beyonce. Like she wants to be. Lisa, I think, is also the one that's most equipped to be a star. I don't know. Lisa is like very, very driven to be famous and like wealthy and powerful and like admired, because like the knights is like, especially they're both upright and they're like rushing. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight, and then the Knight of Wands is the second fastest knight. I think she's been working very hard. I'm curious about maybe like her overworking herself, because the Tower is like delaying an inevitable, which sometimes can be like pushing back, like you need a break, and if you don't take a break, you're gonna have like a breakdown. Working very hard, a burden, celebration, the Page of Swords. I think like when Blackpink's gonna have a comeback soon, right? I can't remember. I feel like they are. I don't really know. But anyway, like she's gonna come back to them and celebrate. I think the other 3 members have talked about this too. Everyone was like, she avoiding us? Not like in a catty way or a gossipy way. I think they do check in with each other and be like, oh, like what do you have going on? Like they do talk to each other more than maybe you would have expected. It's like friendliness though. It's just like, I don't know. I think because they've known each other and been very close in proximity to each other for a long time, they do keep up with each other. But this is like, the 10 of Wands is like a burden, or sometimes it's overworking as well. And then you have the Page of Swords. We've gotten a lot of pages as well. Pages is young energy, it's new energy, it's exciting energy. Swords has to do with like talking or speaking. I think she has a lot that I said this in a reading about Lisa too, is like she has a lot of songs that she hasn't released yet. I don't know if it's like her company hasn't, or she's like it's not the right time, but for some reason they're not dropping. Judgment Day, the lack of judging. This is like the internet sometimes, but sometimes it can be like the peanut gallery, or like there's a lot of criticism being lodged at her and she's like trying to defend it, or maybe not at her, but like generally that's what the card means. And this card is like the moving away from that. Oh, I think Lisa's trying to shake off some of the, what's the word? Maybe some of the reputation, or like some of the things she's known for that are maybe not positive about Blackpink, or some of the things that Blackpink isn't maybe not like most known for. I don't know. I think Lisa wants to do things that are a little bit more meaningful than what is released through Blackpink. So she wants to talk about like deeper topics, even if it's not necessarily the most deep, but it's sort of like she wants to talk about like a new woman. She was talking about like being a new woman and being confident and like genuinely like really feeling yourself. So I feel like she's trying to like push away some of like the narrative of like Blackpink, which is like I'm hot and rich, and she's like I'm both of those things, and I'm also like tons more. That's what it feels like. And she's really trying to move away from that. I think she is trying to move away from the image, or at least cause a separation, so we know when Lisa is being Blackpink Lisa and when Lisa is being Lisa the artist. The Lovers, yeah, because this is like a division. The Page, again, she has a lot of new ideas, inspiration, moves. She is really trying to build something huge here. That's cool. the Queen of Swords in the reverse position. Sometimes it's like a limitation on what you can say, or sometimes a stifling of creativity. This is the 10, the beginning of something new, apprehension, and the Queen of Wands. To a degree, allegedly with peace and love, and also I do love all the girls equally. To a degree, I feel like she feels like she's in competition with the other members. But just because we pulled like queens, I was like, what is this about? I feel like she feels like she's a little bit in competition. I don't know if she feels like she's that way because like fans or people who watch Blackpink are doing it, or because like that's just like what was ingrained in her from an early age, being like an idol or something. I don't think she likes that feeling, but it's sort of like she'll check up on like other members and being like, what's their like social like clout at, like how many views did this get that like this person released or something like that. I think it stresses her out and keeps her on her toes. I don't think it's hard for her to stop doing it though, and she doesn't want to be doing it, but like she like almost like maybe unconsciously, is that the word I'm like, oh, the moon, literally unconscious, she doesn't want to be doing that. But I understand why. If you've been in a competitive environment for a long time, it's very hard to shake that. The moon is lies, deceits, deception. Sometimes it's also subconscious. Sometimes can also talk about like evolution. But you have this strength card in the reverse position, which is like biting the hand that feeds you, or like trying to like change something or wrestle something into being something different. And then the sun card in the reverse position can talk about innocence, childhood, a loss of those things, or sometimes also unhappiness. But you have the sun and the moon. That's really interesting because this is like the revealing of truth, and this is like a lie. Oh, both in secrecy. What does this mean? Her relationship? Ooh. What does this mean? I'm gagged. The Devil, the releasing of something toxic. The Temperance card, a lack of balance. trying to find balance. I don't want to say what I think this is, because I actually like cannot say that. I would like confirmation. Manifestation, money, Knight. I feel like as an American, what sorts of things celebrities get up to here is different than Korea. Like things that like are really common that celebrities do could get you like thrown in jail forever. In Korea, I'm not saying Lisa's doing these things, but I'm saying she's around this a lot more now because she is in like a different market now. She's trying to break into like the Western market and the Latin market. So I feel like she's surrounded by things, and especially because she's dating Frederic, the French billionaire. I feel like there's somebody in her ear almost that's like telling her to like do things. Not telling her, but like suggesting like, oh, like, you should do this, you should talk to this person, you should collaborate with this person, like you should appear here. And it's more just like, I don't know, I'm trying to be careful. The sun, though, can sometimes in the reverse position talk about a loss of innocence, and the moon can talk about like something hidden. And the devil talks about like the releasing of something toxic, but not always. I know this is in the reverse position, but the strength card is like biting the hand that feeds you, or trying to like change something, or almost kind of like a loss of strength. I get the impression, and as an American, I don't think this is that big of a deal, but I could understand like other cultures, other people being like, oh my god, but it just seems like Lisa is like, just finding herself. Let's say that, Lisa's finding herself, and she has to maybe be a bit careful as to not run into any problems. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. But I think it's somewhat influenced by like who she's around, especially maybe like her partner. This can sometimes talk about contracts, but this feels more like a relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, it can just be a significant relationship with somebody. But it seems like there's somebody that's sort of like, do this, like this is cool, like this will help you with your art, or I don't know. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something toxic, but just something that she is not used to, or something that in her culture is like negative, but in like American culture would be like literally like no one cares. With peace and love. The Magician, manifestation. This is like, sometimes it can talk about balance, sometimes it can talk about generosity, or paying more attention to one thing than another. The Knight of Cups, and the Knight again. And it's like moving towards something, a challenge, or like success in some way, working. I think she really is going to be a huge hit. She's releasing something again, right? I can't remember. I feel like she's working very hard, focusing on things that have gone wrong and unhappiness. Plus working really hard. Lisa has to be careful. She's around people, or has people in her team that like, I don't know if they're really thinking about her best interest. I wouldn't say they have her worst interest in mind, but they're like not thinking about her best interest. I feel like she's with, allegedly, for peace and love, for entertainment purposes only, I feel like Lisa, because this is like hard work, right? This is like manifestation, getting everything you want. This is like generosity, and this is like unhappiness. But then this card, pettiness, like thievery. Sometimes it can talk about what's the word? Like nefarious like activity or energy around you, and this can be sometimes like not knowing what you want or where you're going. I feel like she's around people maybe that are encouraging her to do things that like maybe she's. All I'm going to say is that I feel like Lisa needs to be a little bit careful about the choices that she's making in terms of like activities she may or may not be like engaging in. It's not a problem now, but it could turn into a big problem. This is the walking away from something. Oh, she has a choice. Yeah. I think she's very driven to be a big star, but also sometimes becoming a big star can mean like foregoing like what you believe in, or maybe what your morality is. So I think she has like a choice, because you can become like a huge star without having to do certain things. I think she has a choice about that. The Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Whatever it is, I think Lisa will I think she will get what she wants. And I think what she wants when it comes to her profession is to be able to like make music that like sounds good, collaborate with people who are really fun, and like have fun and perform. I think she really wants to perform. She loves to perform. Yeah. She'll get what she wants. I think she needs to be a little bit careful. And also, there is just like this underlying energy of like, I think there's someone, I feel like she's around people that don't have her best interest in mind, but also not her worst interest. And there's somebody like in the industry, and I saw this in my last reading about her, the energy is kind of shifted to where they're very like irritated by her presence in the industry, or like her success or something. They're not necessarily actively trying to like, I think they're excited for her to have a downfall. I don't think they're doing anything currently to make her have a downfall. It's That's what I feel. So I don't know. But every time I read for Lisa, there is like something like weird going on around her. It doesn't seem like it's her, but like around her, there's something weird. I don't know if it's because she's with that French billionaire, and billionaires are really weird. I don't know what it is. No offense to the Arnault family, but Lisa, please stay safe. Like, I don't even know what to tell you.